Hello, friends. Welcome to Caesar's Teachers. Today, I want to take you on a journey into the extraordinary life of one of cinema's and theater's most luminous stars, Vivian Leigh, a woman whose beauty, talent, and courage continue to inspire generations, yet whose life was as fragile and complex as the characters she brought to life on the stage and screen. Vivian Leigh was born Vivian Mary Hartley on November 5, 1913 in the misty hills of Darjeeling, India. The daughter of an English father and Irish mother, she spent her early years amidst the serene landscapes of tea plantations, a setting that seemed to whisper promise and destiny. From a young age, she carried herself with innate poise, a presence that suggested something extraordinary awaited her. Her childhood, however, was not free of struggle. Even in those early days, she demonstrated a fiery spirit and sharp intelligence, qualities that would serve her well in the challenging world of performance. As a young woman, Vivian moved to England to pursue her education and, eventually, her passion for the stage. She trained at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, where her elegance, emotional intensity, and striking beauty made her stand out among her peers. Early stage roles showcased her remarkable ability to convey both vulnerability and strength, hinting at the extraordinary depth she would bring to her future film performances. Her first brush with cinematic immortality came in 1939 when she was cast as Scarlett O'Hara in the epic film Gone with the Wind. The role was fiercely contested, with Vivian's determination and intensity won her the part that would define her career. On screen, Scarlett was fiery, proud, and utterly captivating, and Vivian embodied her in a way that made the character unforgettable. For this performance, she won her first Academy Award, establishing herself as a leading figure in Hollywood. Yet the accolades, as glorious as they were, could never fully shield her from the emotional and physical struggles that marked her personal life. Vivian's second landmark performance came more than a decade later in A Streetcar Named Desire, where she portrayed Blanche Du Bois alongside Marlon Brando. Once again, she revealed the power of her craft, delivering a performance so raw, so emotionally vulnerable that it earned her a second Academy Award. Vivian Leigh had proven herself not only as a screen beauty, but as a profoundly gifted actress, capable of conveying the full spectrum of human emotion. Behind the glamour and acclaim, however, Vivian's life was often turbulent. She married young to Herbert Lee Holman, a barrister significantly older than herself. Their marriage was calm, but lacked the passion Vivian craved. From it came her greatest treasure, her daughter, Suzanne Farrington, born in 1933. Vivian adored Suzanne, though her rising career and the demands of life often kept her away from her daughter. Suzanne later built a quiet and stable life, marrying and having 3 sons, Vivian's beloved grandsons Neville, Jonathan, and Rupert Farrington, who continue to honor her memory and legacy till today. Vivian's personal life changed dramatically when she met Laurence Olivier. Their connection was electric, a union of two extraordinary talents whose passion and artistry captivated the world. Married in 1940, Vivian and Olivier became one of the most celebrated artistic couples of their era, performing Shakespeare and dominating the stage together. Yet their love, while brilliant, was not without its difficulties. Olivier supported Vivian through her early struggles with bipolar disorder, but even his devotion could not fully temper the intensity of her emotional highs and lows. Their marriage lasted 2 decades, ending in 1960, leaving both hearts marked by love, admiration, and loss. Vivian's life was also plagued by recurring tuberculosis, a disease that sapped her energy and, in combination with her mental health challenges, made her existence precarious. Often friends described her as luminous but fragile, a woman whose brilliance could light a room even as shadows loomed over her private life. Despite these hardships, she refused to be defined by illness. She continued performing, traveling, and engaging with the world on her terms, bringing her audience performances of rare beauty and emotional depth. In her final years, Vivian's health declined sharply, yet her spirit remained undiminished. She lived in London, focusing on quiet comforts, the love of her family, and the few friends who understood her delicate genius. Even in tuberculosis returned with severity, she faced each day with courage and dignity, refusing to allow her illnesses to overshadow the brilliance that had defined her life. On July 7, 1967, Vivian Leigh passed away peacefully at the age of 53 in her London home. Her partner at that time was actor John Merivale, was by her side. Her ashes were scattered at her beloved Tickridge Mill, a place of calm and beauty that reflected the serenity she had long sought. Vivian Leigh's legacy lives on not only through her iconic roles but also through her daughter Suzanne and her grandsons Neville, Jonathan, and Rupert Farrington, who carry forward her memory with dignity and respect. Her life reminds us that brilliance often comes hand in hand with fragility, that genius can coexist with vulnerability, and that true artistry is born not only from talent but from courage and perseverance. Vivian Leigh's story is one of the contrasts of brilliance and fragility, triumphs and struggles, beauty and heartbreak. She lived fiercely, loved deeply, and created art that will forever remain timeless. She teaches us that true greatness is never just about talent or beauty. It is about courage to embrace both our light and our darknesses, to love, to suffer, and to leave the world a little more luminous than we found it. Vivian Leigh did all this, and in doing so, she became immortal. Don't forget to stay tuned for more great biographies. Like, share, subscribe, and keep watching Caesar's Teasers.